Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to ReelQuick episode 172. Today, it is just George and myself drafting 10 rounds each or 10 rounds total, 20 picks total of the best completely original movies of all time. And we figured like the ground rules for this. So original obviously means it can't be based on like a book or a video game or a TV show or a sequel, but also like not based on anything in like real, like it just has to be completely fictional. Like The Social Network, that is a book, but I'm saying like it was about like real life events.
Well, what about like After Sun?
That's the one I was wondering about, borderline, because that's like about her life.
Yeah.
So
because even like Almost Famous, it's not based on a true story. It's like kind of like semi-autobiographical, but like, are we counting that as like not based on anything?
Yeah. See, that's tough because like I would say probably not, just because there's so many like purely fictional options we could go for. But at the same time, I feel like every fictional movie you could find some way, like a director woven, like something that impactful in life. But I feel like After Sun and like movies about like personal stories are like a little too on the nose for like not being completely original, even though it's weird because like obviously After Sun's an original screenplay, but we'll try and go for something that's purely fiction. And this one might be one we're probably going to like pretty much every pick we go for, because I found lists and stuff, but I'll just like throw it into Google and just be like,
I'm Googling everything right now.
But yeah, I think we got our idea of what we're going for here. Hopefully, I mean, let us know in the comments. One might sneak past the goalie here if we miss one that's not actually original. Let us know. But yeah, you got the first pick here, so it's just me and George today because he's potentially not going to be there for the 2-year special. I think there's like a 5% chance he might make it. So if you're watching these in reverse order, like Tenet's your favorite movie because it's coming out after the 2-year special, George may or may not be on the episode that you would have watched 3 days ago, but we'll see. George, first pick, completely original movie.
First pick, completely original movie. I'm gonna have fun with this draft. Try pick things we don't maybe pick too often, or just pick things we don't talk about too often. Fuck off. Okay, I'm gonna go. People are gonna check out of this draft after my first pick. I'm gonna go with Malignant.
Oh God,
wholly original idea. One of the greatest horror movies I've ever seen. Phenomenal work by one of the best auteurs of the 21st century, Mr. James Wan.
The Malignant had to come. I mean, people like the film Twitter type of people who love Malignant will love that pick, but I think the general listeners will
we're gonna get a lot of comments like, "No way, Malignant went 1-1. This dude is an idiot."
I'll have fun with this draft too. Why not? But interesting. Well, I'm like looking at a list, and I'm not gonna pick from this list, but like I guess Star Wars, the first one, technically is like an original work of fiction, but then everything else after that. But Cam's not here. He would pick it, but I'm not going to be picking it. Completely original, having fun with it.
Man, I'm looking at my favorites list right now. Not a lot of original content on here. I don't know if that says more about me or just about the landscape of film.
Yeah, it's weird. And some of these lists I'm looking at, like I don't even really trust. I'm just going through my letterbox list and like hoping that it's original. But this one should be. And since you went for a horror movie that some people love, but the general populace is still a little mixed on and doesn't really know why people love it, I'll do the same thing and I'll go for Nope. Jordan Peele's Nope.
Ooh, good pick.
So we got two picks off the board that probably would not be, if we had a list in front of us of all the top 100 original movies of all time, probably neither of them we would put on there. But
whoa. Malignant top 10, man.
Questionable. Let's see. Next up, I could go Challengers, but that's kind of like low-key based on...
Hey, technically Guadagnino said it was based on Mirka Federer watching the 2019 Wimbledon final.
Exactly, so I can't go for that. And I want to keep them fun picks, so I will go with... every single pick, once I lock in my pick, I'm just throwing it into Google and just making sure it's original. Spiritual sequel for Everybody Wants Some, so I'm not going to count it. If he's making the claim it's a spiritual sequel, even though it's not a direct sequel, I'll say it's...
Wait, what movie?
I was going to go Everybody Wants Some, but since it's a spiritual sequel, we'll say it's not be an original. But I guess that means I could go Dazed and Confused, but I will go with instead. Is this an original movie?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking at one that I'm gonna take next if you don't snag it, and I think you'll be upset with me.
I don't think I'll be snagging it, but I'm gonna go The Village, my favorite Shyamalan. I think every Shyamalan except Avatar would be original.
Yeah.
But yeah, Village. What's his next pick? I'm intrigued.
Perfect Days. I'm gonna take Wim Wenders' Perfect Days.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
I did just confirm it is a fictional story, not based on anything or anyone. And then my third pick, technically you could find a loophole, but I'm going to go with The Mummy, even though it's technically loosely based on Egyptian lore.
I mean, yeah, I'll give that to you. The Mummy.
Hey, listen, these are all 5 stars for me. So
yeah, that's fair. I'm picking the last 5 stars.
I may have picked these regardless of doing research or not.
Man, there's a lot of these are things I'm looking at are actually not as original as I thought they would be.
That's what I'm saying. Like some of these, like the fact that I have to Google is Pacific Rim based on a true story.
Yeah, it seems like some of these should just be gimmies. Okay.
Although I can't even pick Pacific Rim because technically it's inspired by Japanese kaiju films and anime. So
yeah, there you go. But I mentioned this movie at the beginning of the episode, so we'll get it on the board with Tenet.
Yeah,
original. I guess because it's my second favorite Nolan behind Oppenheimer, and even if Dark Knight's your favorite, like I guess he's like half and half with original and not original. Because even Dunkirk, I'd say isn't original because based on an actual thing that happened.
Yeah, Memento and The Following or
Interstellar. Matthew McConaughey really did that. Yeah. I want to keep having fun with every single pick here. So, is this an original movie? Because even if they were nominated for original at the Oscars, that might, based on our criteria, that might not be original.
Damn, dude! I even Googled Pirates of the Caribbean: Curse of the Black Pearl. The film is based on the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction at Disney theme parks. So the attraction came first.
Yeah, it's they've tried to recapture that magic a couple times, like Jungle Cruise, which was a ride, and then they turned it into a movie. But Pirates of the Caribbean was the unicorn that worked. But I'll get The Holdovers, kind of the spiritual brother for me of Perfect Days. Those two movies just came out around the same time, and I absolutely adore both of them. And you got Perfect Days, so I'll grab The Holdovers.
Good pick. Is it me or back to you? It's back to me. Okay. I am going to go with my favorite buddy cop comedy, and that is Rush Hour. Not based on anything.
Based on cops.
And then I'm going to throw out 2003's Uptown Girls, starring Brittany Murphy and Dakota Fanning.
Okay.
Which I watched 2 times in the span of a week, a couple months ago, and I fell in love with that movie. So that's on my favorites list, and I'm going to shout it out.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just going through my 5 stars because a movie like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I think would be nominated for original screenplay, but is based on there's the Manson murders and Sharon Tate. So
isn't Bruce Lee is in the film,
right?
Or someone playing Bruce Lee.
Oscars would consider it original, but we are not with our criteria. So instead, I'm going to go with.
Dude, we should make our ReelTok criteria for original screenplay this strict.
I would like that because there was all that controversy with Barbie and people being like, "Oh, it's an original story based on existing IP." No, not in the ReelTok sphere. If you're based on anything, come up with your own ideas, dorks. Shout out Seth. I'll go to Tan. I know we all love it, but he was kind of the first one to storm that beach here. And then,
what did I just look at? Oh, is this based? I mean, there's no way this is based on a true story. That'd be insanity.
Man, I just Googled this Old Boy and original story, and I should have known. We always talk about how that's a comic book.
Yeah.
Movie, so I was an idiot for even thinking about doing that. And then I was just gonna Google the before trilogy, but that's was based on an interaction Linklater had with an actual woman, so that wouldn't work either. I want to stay in my 5 stars, but I'm trying to go for the funnest picks. But Eurovision, that's not 5-star for me, but that's based on the Eurovision actual contest that happens in Europe every year.
Oh, that's actually real?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Which is crazy because I didn't really realize it was real either, because it's something that somehow managed to stay so Eurocentric that like no one in America, like if you're European and watching this, just know that no one in America knows what Eurovision is or has any clue about it.
No.
Even though like ABBA came from there and like there's good
How did I not put 2 and 2 together? I do know this show. I used to watch this at my grandmother's house because there was a Greek version of it.
Yep. Makes sense. The Greek household.
Dude, how did I not put that together?
Yeah, I mean, that's what ABBA came from there. That's crazy. They were founded.
I've never seen Eurovision, the movie.
Yeah, I don't think you'd like it. It's definitely like I'm the uniquely one who likes it way more than like everyone else. But I think just Josiah really likes it as well too. So if me and Josiah really like it, maybe that says something that maybe you'll have a fighting chance.
Yeah, he also likes Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Hey, I haven't. That's one of those films I haven't watched in forever. That's just like I'm just gonna keep it in my memory bank of like loving it as a kid and no need to ever revisit.
All right, I got my next pick, original. But now I need.
Yeah, okay. This is original. So another round, which might become unoriginal here soon for the remake. Because I remember talking on ReelTok that Leonardo DiCaprio bought like the rights, but I don't think I've heard movement on that in like the 2 years since we brought it up.
Haven't heard a thing about that.
But no need for it because Mads Mikkelsen and that adaptation Thomas Vinterberg is all we need. But back to you for 2 picks.
All right, back to me for 2 picks. All right, you tell me if this is valid. All right, so I want to take Danny Boyle's Sunshine, but I'm reading Sunshine based on scientific ideas about the heat death of the universe.
No, that counts. I'll count that.
All right, cool. I'll take it. Based on scientific ideas.
That could be any science fiction.
That is absolutely insane.
Like Alien, not original because it's based on like the concept of people being in space. I don't know.
Yeah, true. All right, let's see. Let me get another horror movie. Fuck, man. Even fucking Cloverfield is based on a trip producer J.J. Abrams and his son took to Japan, where he noted the iconic nature of Godzilla. Fuck off. That's so annoying. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna take this. There's no way this is based. Okay, hold on. Is it based on a true story? No. I'm going to take David Lowery's A Ghost Story from 2017, starring Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara, one of the few movies that can make me cry on multiple rewatches. I cry heavily on first watch. Not a lot of movies make me cry repeatedly. Perfect Days is also on my list, another movie that makes me cry every watch. Ghost Story is one of those movies.
Oh, nice. Then you have another one. But
no, shout out Sunshine.
Wait, so now it's back to me for 2. And
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Back to you for 2.
Yeah, and then shout out our patrons because I believe that Ghost Story was a patron exclusive review. That's probably one of the earlier ones, but that was one of our better ones for sure. I think.
Yeah, that was like one of our longer ones too. We talked about that for a while. Tons
of fun facts about that movie too, about the production of it and everything. So go check that out. Join our Patreon. Check out our Discord. Man, next movie here. It was okay. I got one, but let's see if I can get the other. Is this an original movie?
No way.
No way.
Apparently, nothing is original. Is what this draft is telling me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, this one seems good, but the first one definitely works. Sunset Boulevard. We'll go with Billy Wilder. Became a newfound Billy Wilder fan this year. Sunset Boulevard might be my favorite of his, I believe, right now, but I know everyone wants me to watch something like it hot. And then my 8th pick, I will go with Hereditary.
Oh, fuck.
Get some Ari Aster on the board.
Dude, how did I overlook that? Because my dumbass probably thought, yeah, it's based on a true story. Something about it. Although I am looking, damn, I wanted. All right, again, you tell. Is it my turn? Yeah, you tell me if this is allowed. I want to take It Follows. Okay.
I saw that on a list of original movies, so I think it should work.
It says, based on recurring dreams David Robert Mitchell had in his youth about being followed.
Nah, that counts because if it's based on your own dreams, it's still original.
Yeah, that's so dumb, man. Everything out here based on a true story nowadays. Got no original IP. I'm gonna create something original.
That just seems like a way of like drumming up hype for a horror movie too, like saying like, oh, like it was like nightmares I had as a kid that I'm like turning into a movie. Like, show me the footage of your nightmares that actually happened, liar.
Oh, okay. And then I'm gonna take. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna take Best Picture winner, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yep. I believe that won Best Original Screenplay.
I think it won Screenplay too. That won a handful of Oscars.
That was the year. Yeah, that was the year of All Quiet on the Western Front, right? When those two were kind of taking all the awards.
Yep. All Quiet took like a couple of the tech awards, including Best Original Score over Babylon.
Yeah, disappointing. It's always funny on film Twitter. You never know what's the next movie people are going to turn on. Because I was seeing All Quiet on the Western Front hate on the timeline the other day. Because it was about like Edward Berger potentially directing, was it Bond or whatever big film he has announced that he might be directing next. And then everyone, like all the replies and like people, like big people on film Twitter, like quoting it saying like, this is like doomsday scenario. This guy sucks. All Quiet on the Western Front sucked. So
come on, man.
Just so funny. Film Twitter. Like you just never know what's next.
All Quiet is so good, man. Like,
yeah, it's
good.
A
good fucking movie. Bah, bah, bah.
Oh man.
Same repeated 6 notes.
Yeah, the dubstep foghorn, man. It haunts me. It haunts me forever. Okay, well, next pick I'll go. I still don't have my 10th, but number 9 I'll go Phantom Thread. Get a Daniel Day on here. Obviously, I would have probably went like There Will Be Blood, but that's based on a book called Oil!
Ooh. I did not know that actually.
And then my final pick will be
one more. Let's have some fun with this final pick.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a fun guy. I'm gonna maybe even dive into like my 3 and 3.5 stars, just to make it like extra fun. Ooh, okay. Let's see. Perfect. Well, so yeah, I think this counts because this was it was a short story by the same people that then turned it into a movie. So I feel like if they wrote the story that they then turned into the movie, I feel like that counts.
Taking Whiplash?
No, that would work too, but I'm going Saw. But it was like James Wan. It was his first screenwriting effort.
Yeah,
so basically it was a short story that turned into a movie. But I'm going Saw, which I didn't dip it for the listeners. That's still a 4-star for me, so I wasn't quite dipping into 3.5s.
I did not know that about Saw, honestly.
Your final pick.
Googling some of these like horror movies and finding out they're based on true stories is horrifying. Fuck, man. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is based on real events and draws inspiration from notorious serial killers like Ed Gein and Elmer Wayne Henley. However, it is loosely based on these serial killers, but the film was marketed as being based on true events to attract a wider audience. Fucked.
Crazy.
Fucked, man.
So you're telling me Texas is a real place?
Okay, I will stick with the horror. Luckily, this one's not based on a true story, although I'm sure there are cave diving horror stories. I'm gonna go with The Descent.
Mm-hmm.
Not based on anything, but again, I'm sure there are cave diving horror stories out there.
Mm-hmm.
Probably ones that don't end with a weird creature killing you in the caves, though. That's where I think
it's that stupid story about the guy who died in the Nutty Putty cave that I went on a deep dive and learned about the story like a year ago, and now you know how Twitter has like just some like random like feed, like stuff on your For You feed that just have nothing to do with film Twitter or anything, and like that, like a story and like a picture of like the graphic of how that guy was trapped, like just pops up every like 3 months. Just shows up. I'm like, don't remind me. I don't consider myself claustrophobic at all, but like, dude, when I see the people that do the things where they go in those caves where it's like they have to like suck in their stomach just to like squiggle through, like, dude, just stop that. Like, there's no need.
Scroll past those videos on TikTok so fucking fast. I can't.
I don't.
And again, I'm not claustrophobic either, but like, dude, like the idea of getting stuck in there. Fuck all that.
Yeah. No, thank you. I would have to bring like a knife with me or something, because if I get stuck, I don't want to. I can't James Franco it in 127 hours. Like, if I get stuck in a situation like that,
I'm dead.
I need the first exit out immediately,
or I die.
Yeah. But George selected Malignant, Perfect Days, The Mummy, Rush Hour, Uptown Girls, Sunshine, A Ghost Story, It Follows, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and The Descent. I selected Nope, The Village, Tenet, The Holdovers, Titan, Another Round, Sunset Boulevard, Hereditary, Phantom Thread, and Saw. Let us know who won the draft. Let us know if any of these aren't original. We like double checked every single one, but I would almost bet money on the fact that one of these from either one of us, just like some pick on this board, someone's gonna have a comment being like, actually, this is based on this or whatever. It's just, they're too hard to find because so many things are like loosely based on stuff. But these are 20 picks. Who do you think won the draft? This is a fun one. We went like half like great movies everyone loves and half like great movies that we personally like love maybe a little more than some people. But
these are all 5 stars for me, except for Uptown Girls, which is 4.5. Yeah,
okay. And who knows, by the end of this year, might be able to elevate to a 5.
Surprised you. I was going to jokingly take The Happening at number 10.
It's kind of based on 9/11, though.
I was going to say that was the first thought I had. It's commentary on 9/11, so you could argue against that. But
and then I already had a Shyamalan, so I was just thinking of one, because I would have went like Trap too, because Trap just came out on digital today, so I didn't listen just last week. So I'm gonna try and get Riley to watch that with me tonight. That would be fun.
I might download that for the plane.
Yeah.
Wow. Good looks on that.
Yep. But thank you for watching this draft. Tomorrow, for our patrons, we will be having a review of Park Chan-wook's The Handmaiden. So stay tuned for that. And then, 4 days ago was the 2-year special that 3, maybe 4, maybe 2 of us were on. Who knows? We'll find out in the past of when this already would have been uploaded. But we'll see you, everyone else, on Monday for a ReelTok episode. What would that be? 105. So cranking into the 100s. And I don't even know what movies are coming. I think this might be Beetlejuice week, but
yeah, I think so.
So we'll probably be talking that, and it's 4-minute standing ovation. So see you then. Peace out.
Peace.